Good morning, hello, and welcome to massagetime.co.uk. How are you today? Have you been drinking plenty of water? One of the things that people struggle with is drinking plenty of water. How much water do you drink, and how can you make drinking water easier for you to do? There are some ways that you can try. Many people try different ways of increasing their water intake. So let's have a look at the first basic things about benefits of drinking water. Everyone knows that we need to drink water to stay hydrated. But benefits of drinking water are, number one, improved digestion. When we are hydrated, the more fluid that we have in our body, the easier we can digest and absorb the nutrients from our food. Okay, so the food goes into the small intestine, we hydrate, it breaks it down into a soup mixture, and we absorb it easier. So digestion is improved with water intake. Number two, your tissues are more hydrated, and so you feel less pain. It is a strange one. You do wonder, why do you feel less pain? But if you have plenty of water in your diet and you are well hydrated, your pain sense actually goes down. Now, this could be for a number of reasons. It could be that your nerves are functioning better. It could be that we're actually clearing out a few of the inflammatory and pain markers within the body, or we're getting rid of a few extra metabolites, and therefore the stimulation of the pain-sensitive nerve endings are decreased, and therefore we feel less painful. Flexibility. Flexibility is definitely increased if we are more hydrated. There's better movement of the blood through the tissues, and so therefore our tissues become more hydrated, and anything that's more hydrated tends to move a lot better than something that is dry and crusty. Okay, sounds crazy, but it's a little bit like a sponge. If you get a dry sponge, it will crack, but if you soak it in water, you can squeeze it, squash it, and it moves really well. So that's another good reason to stay well hydrated. So how do we think about drinking more water? Well, here's something I can say to you. If you go out in the garden, you're messing about with all the dirt, and you go inside, and the first thing you do is you're going to wash your hands, right? Well, you have to consider your esophagus, so the tube in your throat that goes down to your stomach, and your actual stomach itself. These are like your hands, okay? They can't close themselves off to the internal environment. So after we've eaten, 30 minutes after you've had a meal, you should drink water and clean your esophagus. So take nice big gulps, spaced apart, to clean your esophagus, to get all the remaining food out of your esophagus and down into your stomach. And then any small remnants of food that are hanging around your stomach, because your stomach can't close right up, has to remain open a little bit. Any excess food that's kind of stuck in the stomach, that water will lift it up and push it along into the small intestine, therefore clearing out your stomach. Now, don't worry about how much, if you drink maybe a little too much water than you need, because water gets absorbed in the stomach, goes through the system and filters out our blood, and we just wee it out. Okay? So remember, if you want to stay well hydrated after a meal, 30 minutes after a meal, wash your esophagus. Drink that water, washing your esophagus. And if you're eating 3 meals a day, I guarantee you'll be drinking up to 3 pints, which is about 1.5 litres, and that's more than enough water that you need for your daily intake. Okay? That's a little tip from massagetime.co.uk. Hope you have a great day and a great week. Take care.